I had dreamt of my wedding since I was 9 years old. I remember walking through the huge sanctuary at our temple. It was all decked out in bridal finery, thinking to myself, I would one day be walking down that aisle with both my parents celebrating the day with me. When I walked into a lesbian support group back in 1987, Elle was the first person I saw. It was one of those embarrassing moments when you greet a complete stranger with a huge smile and hello, only to realize you don't actually know this person. I like to think it was love at first sight. By the next year, we were together, but wedding plans were not in our future, since marriage was not legal for us. We did, however, have the honeymoon, minus the wedding, when we traveled to Elle's home state of New Mexico. My parents loved my new friend, Elle. However, there were definitely questions in their minds, like when my dad asked if there was a love affair going on, or when my mom kept pleading in her overly dramatic way of phrasing things, "Tell me you're just friends." The words I wanted to say to them stuck in my throat. Somehow, you always think there will be time to have a heart-to-heart with your parents, time to tell them who you really are. Time ran out a year after Elle and I got together, and my parents died within 9 months of each other. I remember Ellen coming to the hospital with me that last time to help make arrangements for my mom, and the nurse saying how lucky I was to have a friend like Elle. In the summer of 2009, when only a handful of states had legalized gay marriage, we received a call from our friend and surrogate mom, Jean, in Iowa, telling us that it had just become legal for us to marry in Iowa, and asking us when we were coming so that she could host our wedding. A few months later, we hopped in the car, drove to Iowa, and had our wedding at Jean's house. We designed our own huppah with a sheet decorated with photos of our parents and relatives who did not live to see the day we were married. Later, when we went out for lunch in the conservative Iowa town, seeing that we were celebrating something, the waitress asked what the occasion was. We said it was a wedding. She asked who got married, and when Elle and I told her it was us, she didn't bat an eye. It was quite a heady feeling until we crossed back over the Nebraska state line and realized we were no longer married. It would take another 5 years before Colorado recognized our marriage, and yet another year before every state recognized us. In the meantime, my sister and Jean passed away 2 years after the wedding, and Ellen became sick shortly after our wedding. We never did get to take an official honeymoon. I've learned that some things that you really want come too late, but others come just in the nick of time.